Hi everyone, and thank you once again for joining my channel. Um, you probably decide to retire abroad, whether it's Philippines, Thailand, Cambodia, Vietnam, Peru, whatever country you decide to move to. Let's have a look at the top 5 things to consider before doing that, right after this. Okay, number one, money. Of course, I mean, without money you can't do anything. You can't go very far. Um, if you're going to live in another country, you need to have an income. I will take the example of Philippines because this is where I live. Um, I got my pension or social security, whatever you call in your country, um, and I'm happy with that. I'm living comfortable with that. If you are in the same situation, then good for you. You got an income, no problem. If you don't have an income, um, I think things will be very, very difficult. And you got to be careful because money goes very, very quickly. Okay, you don't realize money goes very quickly. So, yeah, you may also have a substantial amount of money in a bank account, and you may like to work out how many years that amount of money can take you, and also you need to put some on the side in case of emergency. Also, in the meantime, talking about income, make sure you don't have any debt because the debt's going to follow you. Don't think because you've gone to another country that you didn't pay your debt that it's all fine. No, it's not. If you have important debt, serious debt, and you try to leave the country where you're living, your passport could be cancelled. Pay your debt before you leave. Okay, so income, no debt, you're pretty well set up. And you need to set a budget. What kind of lifestyle you wanted to have in what country. So that's important. I've done a video on that in the Philippines, in Mindanao, and all the costs. You can have a look at that, give you an idea on the way you can live with certain amount of money. But there's plenty out there on YouTube. So have a look at that, and then decide for yourself what kind of lifestyle you want to have. Number two, health. Obviously, you need to be healthy or in a reasonable healthy condition. I've got some issue, but I know already they're all sort of under control. I did see my doctor, and I did a lot of blood test, you name it, and we found a few issues 2 years ago. So it took me 2 years to go through it and fix those issues. So if it's already in your mind that you want to go and live in another country or travel for a long, long while, do check your health, but in advance. Don't do it 1 week before you leave. Do it like me. You plan already to leave your country 2 years in advance. Start seeing your doctor. No, not this one. This one, and make sure it's all okay, and you got time to fix all your issue. Okay, so health is very important. Some of the things that sometimes people don't know is, heat could be a problem as well, and could affect your heart. So you need to discuss all that with your doctor. Okay, he's the best one to tell you whether you can live in this country, whether you can do that or not. If you got a medical condition that requires assistance on a daily basis, weekly basis, you may have to go to hospital to do something, whatever it is. I'm afraid don't go, just stay home, because it will be very difficult and complicated to go and live overseas or travel overseas for a long, long time with a serious health issue where you need assistance. So don't do it. You need to set your targets. You can't just say, okay, I'm going to go and live in Thailand. What are you going to do there? Are you going for a holiday? Are you going to marry someone? Are you going to have fun? You need to look at your target, what you really want to do. What are your targets? It's very important. Because if you do that, then you can plan your trip in advance. Because you need to plan it. You can't just get an air ticket and here you are, I've got my pension, I'm going, bye-bye everybody. It doesn't work that way. So don't do that. Be proactive. Number 4, it's attitude. Okay, you may think attitude, I'll be right, might no, well, no, you won't. When I say attitude, are you able to leave your family behind and live far from them? And because you won't be able to ring them very easily when you are, say, in Thailand or Philippines. It costs money, and sometimes internet is not available. So are you going to miss them? Have a look as well is the change of culture. You're going to a new country, it's a different culture. People do things differently. The way they eat, the way they think, the way they drive, relationship different. You're not supposed to kiss in public. All those things that you need to look into consideration. But of course, they will become more obvious when you reach the country. Western world and Asian world, it's two different things. Also, the way people drive, you can't do your road rage thing like you used to do in your country, or people drive differently and very dangerously actually. So you need to keep calm. You need to follow the flow. Again, that's something you need to adapt. Also, within attitude, I would say relationship, of course, because the culture is different and people do things a different way. You treat your partner in a different way, and that's the kind of thing that you need to look at as well. There's a lot of information up there on the net. Start studying it and see if you are able to accommodate your character, your attitude to a successful relationship in another country. Number 5, health insurance. You need to have a look at some kind of health insurance. If you want to live in a country, start having a look at what's available for you. You go into some YouTube channels, a lot of information there about health insurance. I'm not going to cover that today, but I will in the future. But health insurance, yes, it's important. If there are things that you want to add or you don't agree, please comment. What we're doing here is to help the expat community. That's how we're trying to do. If you have any question, you can also email me. Good luck into your new venture. God bless.